Welcome back here. So it's time for our 3 cents. As you see, a featured topic of the day, we're talking about the upcoming coronation of King Charles III.
That is right. The ceremony is happening tomorrow at 3 a.m. our time. Over 2,000 invitations have been sent out. Did you guys get yours?
Still waiting. It's in the mail.
Yeah, royal family
Haven't checked in a while.
Going to be out there. Politicians will be there. There'll be community representatives. Lots of, high-profile attendees.
That's right. The final preparations currently underway. Take a look. You're looking at some of the attire, the flowers, the carriages, all ready for the historic occasion as people from around the world gather on the streets of London. A
lot of golden is what we see. Riley Carlson is in London now to give us a look at what we can expect from an event that's now 70 years in the making.
High above the crowded streets,
135 meters above London.
A view from a modern vehicle. One William the Conqueror couldn't have imagined when he became the first king crowned in Westminster Abbey nearly 1,000 years ago.
We had turned one of our London iPods into a coronation capsule. You have a replica of 700 years old coronation chair.
King Charles III will be seated in the real coronation chair Saturday as he accepts his crown in a ceremony not seen in 70 years.
We have, of course, the crowning, we have the anointing, and then there will be a big procession from the Abbey. And all of that happened with the King's mother, Queen Elizabeth II.
While maintaining much of the traditional pageantry, there are signs that Charles intends to leave his stamp on the institution.
He wants to make changes, and we can see this in the coronation.
The regalia also merging the old and new, from the historic robes and royal jewels to the carriages. One delivered in 2014, another dating back to 1762.
There are very few monarchies which have retained coaches working of this age, and therefore it's an incredibly special thing to see.
Those hoping to catch a glimpse of the royals in those coaches lining the streets days in advance.
I think he's going to make a wonderful king.
He's waited all of his life for this. This is what he's been trained for. This is what his birthright is.
All right, well, so a lot of people excited about this in the UK, but what do people feel here in the U.S.?
For that, we take center stage, right?
Look, I've never been a huge, into the royals, not necessarily because they're not in our country or I don't care about that part of it. It's just they don't really do much anymore as far as governing. They don't have much of a say in how the political landscape is formed there. So I just haven't really gotten into it that much over the years. But nonetheless, it's a party. How often do you get to say a king is going to be crowned in this world anymore? And he was out this morning. We saw him shaking hands. And could you imagine shaking hands with a king?
Yeah. So I guess it just makes me wonder, what is the point of all of this? Because, there are no actual governmental roles they play, right?
Yes.
So it is really a show.
Yeah, and if anything, over the last couple of years, we've heard more and more coming out about how, tight-lipped they are on pressing issues and mental health that we've heard, people who have left the royal family. So I'm the same way. I don't have any huge hold on the royal family, but I think that, like we said earlier, people love the spectacle of it all.
They
love it.
Quite the sight.
The celebrities coming, the carriages, the fashion.
What everyone's going to wear.
Right, but it's quite the sight because it's $125 million that they're going to spend on this coronation. Now, a wedding's one thing. Two people are getting married, and there's, celebration and pomp and circumstance.
I have woken up early to watch the royal weddings. I will say that was, I'm just into what dresses the bride gets to be in, that kind of stuff. But for this one, I don't think my alarm is up at 2 a.m. No. I'm going to sleep through all of it.
They have some worker issues there, an economy that's kind of in shambles there. So $125 million, a lot of people there. The Brits are saying, is this really worth it?
Right. Their economy is not doing very well, so they could use that money on other things. We should point out, too, Harry will be there, but Meghan Markle is not. She's staying in California with her 2 kids, so one member of the family.
You can watch that on CBS 8 live Saturday. The coverage starts 2 a.m. for you royal enthusiasts. Goes till 7 a.m. if you want to see the coronation of King Charles
III. It always just reminds me of from Frozen.
It's Coronation Day.
Not sure they're going to sing that song.
You think they're going to be turning that up in the palace?
But we'll find out. Stay with us. We'll be right back.